Got a special cooking stream going on. We're going to be making some chili for a person in need. We're doing a special chili cook-off at my job, and I'm going to participate. We're going to make some chili here. Let me show you guys my ingredients that I'm working with real quick. So right now we got an onion, we got some peppers, jalapenos, mushrooms. Okay, we've also going to be making some bacon, sausage, and beef in my chili. We're going to also be using some diced tomatoes, dark red kidney beans. We're going to use some black beans. We're going to use some chili beans. And we are going to use some pinto beans. I'm going to bust out a couple more of dark red kidney beans and black beans. We got 6 cans of beans. We're also going to be making some cornbread. Now, I've never made cornbread before. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. But I know how to read, and I can follow instructions. So I got egg, milk, we got all that. The only thing I don't have is little cupcake containers to make this little shape where it looks like a little cupcake kind of situation. I do not have those types of containers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it flat and cut them up. Yo, where are the burritos? That's going to be for another stream for the burritos. Do the burritos another stream. All right, so to get started, guys, whenever you're cooking, you got to clean. You got to start off putting in your veggies. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to wash these mushrooms. I'm going to wash and peel them. And then we're going to cut the onion and peel and wash that. We're going to chop up the peppers, and we're going to take out the innards, the insides of the peppers, all the little seeds, and we're going to wash those. In the meantime, I have my oven preheating right now to 400 degrees, and we're going to be baking the bacon in the oven. It's the easiest, quickest, kind of hands-off method for making bacon that I can guarantee I will not burn the bacon. Sometimes you cook bacon in a frying pan, you slip up, you can easily burn bacon. But I have a couple methods to prevent that. And basically, if you've ever seen me do a cooking stream before, you know the method is water. You use water to help evenly cook things and make it so it doesn't dry out or burn too quickly. Also, you just got to pay attention. You got to know what you got cooking. So right now, you guys can't see, but I'm peeling off the outer slime, the first layer of the mushroom here. We're using the baby portobello mushrooms. These are my favorite. Other mushrooms I'll use the white mushrooms, but I really like these baby portobellos. I like the brown. I like the brown with it. But when you peel off a baby portobello underneath, it's basically a white mushroom. It's all white on the inside. So we're just washing and peeling some mushrooms right now. It's going to take a minute. We got the oven preheating. And once I got all these vegetables washed, we're going to actually start the cornbread, and we're going to have that in the oven while we're doing everything else. The cornbread's going to take 15 to 20 minutes. So once I'm done peeling this, we'll start the cornbread. We'll put that in the oven as well as the bacon, and we'll have the cornbread and the bacon kind of going at the same time. And while the cornbread and the bacon are in the oven, we'll be cooking up the sausage and the beef. And then we'll also be making the veggies. We're going to cook the veggies in the same pan that I cooked the beef in, because I only got 2 pans. So I got 1 pan for the sausage, 1 pan for the beef. I got a pot for the beans. And then we're going to use the juices from the meat to help cook the veggies, to kind of absorb all the flavor from the meat. That's the plan with that. And then we'll cook all the beans and the diced tomatoes kind of last. Those won't take as long to cook. It's more just going to be blending the flavors in the pot with all of that. And we're actually cooking this now, but I won't be eating this, or I won't be bringing this to the chili cook-off until tomorrow. So tomorrow is the actual chili cook-off, but I gotta work really, really early tomorrow. I gotta be at work at like 5 a.m. So I gotta cook this now. because there's no way I'm waking up at like 3 a.m. to start cooking chili to be there for 5 a.m. So I figure I'll cook it now. We'll bring it tomorrow and just reheat it before I come into work. And it'll basically be leftover chili by tomorrow, but what are you gonna do? You gotta do the best I can. Yo, what's going on? Herbal Hair Nectar, how's it going? Thrash, yerp. Cooking mantis, bro. What am I making? I'm making chili. Seems like it'll be good. Yo, thank you. So yeah, right now, Thrash, I'm peeling mushrooms. We're starting off just washing the veggies, keeping it simple. This is what we've got so far. We've got these little baby portobello mushrooms, and we're washing them. And the way I wash them is I'll break the stem out of the inside, and then I peel off the first layer of brown. We'll peel off this little layer of brown right here, and it exposes the white innards of these mushrooms right here. So we're just cleaning. We're cleaning the veggies and getting prepared for all the cooking we're about to do. First things first, you gotta clean. You gotta make sure you have clean dishes, clean cooking area, wash your hands, and then you gotta clean your veggies. It'll wash off all the dirt and pesticides and all that stuff. Last cooking stream was litty. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I know, it's been back by popular demand. I've been slacking on my streams. I'm sorry, the holidays were very rough for me, and I'm glad they're over. Happy New Year to everybody if I haven't seen you since then. We're back doing some regular gaming streams. We're doing some cooking streams, and I also plan on doing some podcast-style discussion streams with me and my brothers and other people that I know. So stay tuned for that type of stuff. We'll be having some interesting discussions. You guys get to meet my brothers. A lot of you already know my brothers. And yeah, they have a lot to say, and we have some interesting conversations about philosophy and religion and politics and world affairs, and we'll get into all of that stuff, and we'll talk about all that with me and my brothers at some point. But right now we're just chilling, cooking, playing video games, and having a good time. Today, later on, we might get into some Fortnite or play some Ark Raiders. We'll do that. I'm really down for whatever. Today I got a day off, so I'm chilling. That's why I'm up early streaming. Normally I wouldn't even be streaming this time. I'd probably be at work. What time is it? It's best to clean as you go. Yes, exactly, that too. So as you're making a mess, clean your mess. So for instance, right now I got a whole sink full of mushroom guts. Let me show you guys all the mushroom guts in my sink right now. I'm gonna clean that right out right now. So these are all the mushrooms that I just cleaned. We're making pretty good progress cleaning stuff. I need a rag for my hands, I'm realizing. Let me get a rag. Let me walk into my room so I can dry my hands in between things. I'm going on a little tour of my house. I don't know if you guys saw my bed behind me is not made. Got a little rag over your shoulder, just kind of dry your hands in between things. Yeah, here's my room. I don't know if you guys have seen my house. This is my bed. This is my bathroom. This is my room. It's my TV. It's my closet. This is the kitchen. This is where the magic happens. And this is my setup. This is my setup when I'm streaming. This is where I am. This is my green screen chair that basically can make me appear to be anywhere. It's my little dining room table that's actually low-key a computer desk that I just transformed into a dining room table. So yeah, this is my house, guys. Nice little homey little apartment here. And then what I'm using to actually hold my phone up right now is my lunchbox. I'm using a lunchbox, and I have a can of ragu red sauce in the lunchbox to kind of weigh it down so I can put my phone in here and use it as a phone stand. Keeping it ghetto. All right, so I got my oven preheated. We got the mushrooms washed. I think the next thing I really kind of want to do before I keep washing more veggies is actually get started on the cornbread, because I'm kind of nervous about the cornbread. I've never made cornbread before, so I'm curious of how it's going to turn out. Hopefully I don't mess it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look, and we're going to read the instructions here. So it says package Jiffy corn muffin mix, 1 egg and 1/3 cup of milk. It says ingredients together, batter will be lumpy, maximum crown on muffins, let batter rest for 3 or 4 minutes before filling cups. So I don't have cups to fill. We're just going to basically layer it on a pan like we're making brownies, essentially, or like a cake. We're just going to flatten it out on a pan, and then we're going to cut little squares. That's how I'm going to do my cornbread. Hopefully that works. So that's interesting, letting it rest for 3 or 4 minutes before filling the cup. So that's probably something that a lot of people forget to do or don't take seriously, which may actually cause a problem. So I'm going to make sure I actually let it rest. We're going to follow the instructions exactly. Fresh dude, appreciate you, dog. All right, so it says preheat the oven. It says, okay, so I got the oven preheated. It'll take about 15 minutes. So let's start mixing these ingredients, guys. So I got this little mixing bowl. My grandparents gave me a bunch of cooking utensils for Christmas, so I appreciate that because that's stuff you don't think about until you need it. And then you're like, wow, I don't have an extra pan. Oh, wow, I don't have a mixing bowl. So I appreciate my grandparents. Shout out to my grandparents for hooking me up with some cooking utensils. This is all they give you. This is what they give you, a little packet of cornbread. It says that each one of these packets makes 6 cornbread cups. So we're actually going to use 2 packets because we're cooking for other people. We're doing a little chili cook-off, so I figure at least have 12 pieces of cornbread for everybody. Figure at least 12 people will want to try my chili. My chili won't be the only chili there. There'll be other chilies. So if there's more than 12 people, which is like 100 people that work at my job, they'll have other chilies to try. So my goal is to have nothing left over once I bring my chili home. That'll be my ultimate test, is that when I bring my chili there, that it all gets eaten. That's how you know if it's good and when it's gone. So hopefully everybody likes my chili and eats it all. All right, let's see. So we're going to pour the dry ingredients in the bowl here. Okay, and then it says add some egg. So we got 1 egg, crack and splash. And it says add another egg, 1 egg per package. So we got 2 eggs in there now. And then it says add 1/3 a cup of milk per package. So now I got to add some milk. So guys, I don't know what's up with me, but I've been like having a problem with drinking milk with my stomach. So I've been using fat-free, lactose-free milk. This is basically not even milk anymore if it's lactose-free and fat-free, but whatever. It's better for my stomach, and that's what's important. So let's see. Do I got a measuring cup? Got some measuring cups here. Shout out to my grandparents once again for hooking me up with all of these measuring cups. I was just about to use a regular cup and kind of guesstimate it, but I might as well use an actual measuring cup. So I have a cup that says 1/3 on it. So if I fill this up twice, this should be what I need. Yeah, I was about to just use a regular cup. This is what I've been using, and I would just eyeball it, but it's been working for this long. I've been just eyeballing my measures using regular cups, but now I have an actual measuring cup. It's going to send my cooking to the whole nother level. Yo, you ever made a tamale pie? You can use cornbread for that crust. Oh, interesting. No, I haven't. I've never made a tamale pie. That sounds really good, though. I'm going to have to try making a bunch of different recipes. Like, making all this different food is kind of like playing a bunch of different games. And you guys know I love playing different games and trying different, things. So it's like a whole new experience trying to cook these foods and also eat them. I always say, if you like to eat, you better like to cook. And I love to eat, so I like to cook too. This is fun for me. All right, so now we got all the ingredients in the bowl here. And I gotta just mix them. You guys see, it's like all slop, egg and milk and cornbread mix. I'm gonna get like some kind of mixing tool. Got all these different, I would normally just use my bare hands to mix this up, but since I have tools, I'm gonna mix it. You know what? Let's just use my bare hands, guys. My hands are clean. My hands are clean. I'm mixing it with my bare hands. You want to get your hands in there. Make sure your hands are clean. We're gonna mix it with our bare hands. I like getting a little dirty. Get a little dirty. Mix it in there real good. Feel it. Look at it. Oh yeah. This just kind of looks kind of gross, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It actually feels really gross too. Like it's one of those Halloween things where you like stick your hand in something, you don't know what it is. I would have no idea. Feels really thick and goopy. It's kind of like, I guess, like grits. You guys ever eaten grits or anything? It kind of feels like that. Feels like I'm fingering some grits right now. Guys, thank you for all the likes on the stream. I appreciate the likes. Like and subscribe. We're going to be doing more cooking streams. I also play video games, so we're going to be doing some podcast style discussions. So we're all mixing this all up. Gonna stir it around. Use your fingers. Use your strong hand. Shout out to the Scary Movie guy with the little weird hand thing. If you know, you know. I'm just mixing it with my whole hand here. All right. Let's so it's still kind of chunky, but it says in the instructions it will be chunky, right? Let me just scrape off. Make sure I get all the batter into the bowl, right? All right, now I gotta wash my hands again. I'm gonna wash your hands. So I'm gonna be touching more food, and I don't want to cross-contaminate stuff. My germs. What am I cooking? I'm making chili for a little chili cook-off at my job. We're making chili for a chili cook-off at my job, and this is cornbread. It will be anyway. This is the cornbread mix. Just mixed it up with my hands, and now we're gonna stir it a little bit more. I think I kind of want to use a fork because it is still kind of lumpy. It says it's supposed to be lumpy, but I want to try to remove as much of the lumpiness as I can. So let's stir it right here with the fork. A little ASMR. You guys hear that? Oh yeah, stir it in there. Kind of scrape the sides. All right, now we're gonna let this rest for 3 to 4 minutes, as it says in the instructions. So I wonder though, should I let it rest in the pan or should I let it rest in the bowl? You know what? I think I'm gonna let it rest in the pan. Before I stick it in the oven, I'm gonna let it rest still, but I'm gonna put it on this pan. So guys, I got this pan with a non-stick sheet here, and I'm just going to pour the cornbread mix in the center and then spread it out. Make like a little cornbread pie, little cornbread, like little layer of cornbread here. Because I don't have cups, like in a baking sheet to like individually put them in little cups. But I'm gonna lay it out like it's basically a cake or a brownie. And then I'm gonna cut little squares. Cut little cornbread squares. All right. We're going above and beyond. It's only a chili cook-off, but what's chili without cornbread? You know what I'm saying? So let me show you guys. Let me wipe my hands and dry my hands real quick so I can touch my phone. Let me give you a first-person view of what I'm doing here. So here is my cornbread soon to be, and now I'm just going to spread it out like so. Kind of evenly try to distribute it throughout the whole pan here. And then before I put it in the oven, we're actually just going to let it sit here for a few minutes for some reason. I don't necessarily understand it, but it says it on the instructions to do it. So I'm just going to follow the book. I've been all about following the book lately, the good book. You know what I mean? Read the instructions and follow them. And that way, if you get it wrong, it's not your fault. It's the instructions' fault. The way you just, you know, how are you supposed to know any better than people who have studied their whole life to make the best cornbread possible? You know what I'm saying? These are cornbread experts who write these instructions. So I gotta, hopefully they know what they're talking about. So look at that. We got it all spread out. And now the cornbread experts say to let it sit here for like 3 to 4 minutes. So we're gonna let it sit just like this. I'm gonna pet it a little bit. I'm gonna tell it, I love you, cornbread. It's a good cornbread. Such a nice cornbread. You gotta like talk nice to it. Just like in the Ghostbusters when they had that slime. If they said mean things to the slime, it would explode. But if you say nice things to the slime, it does nice things for you. Be nice to the cornbread. All right, there we go. Nice little cornbread pie right there. And we're gonna let that rest. It needs to relax. It's been through a lot. It's been shooken up, stirred up, slammed and smushed. We're chilling. Yo, what up, Pixelazzi? How's it going? We're making chili. What you just saw was some cornbread, because you need cornbread with chili, right? All right, the next thing we're going to do, before we get started with cutting and washing more veggies, is actually we're going to be putting our bacon in the oven, because the bacon can get started. The bacon can get started. So what I'm going to use to cook the bacon is in the name of bacon itself. It tells you how to cook bacon. Bacon. How do you cook bacon? Bacon. You bacon the bacon. The mystery is hidden within the question. So we take the bacon and we're baking it. All right, so we take a knife. We're going to open this package of bacon. Let me put this milk back in the fridge. Don't spoil. I can't believe it's not milk. All right, we're going to cook as much bacon as I can fit on this pan. This is going to be a mostly meat chili with some veggies. We're having 3 different meats in this chili. We're going to have bacon, we're going to have sausage, and we're going to have ground beef. It's going to be delicious. All right. You take out all this bacon right here. Oh, yeah, and then slap it right on there. And then you're going to spread it out a little bit. I'm going to spread out this bacon. I'll show you guys what I'm spreading out in here in a second. I know my camera angles aren't that good right now. As you can barely see it right there. If I back it up a little bit, there we go. Now you can see the bacon. And beautiful. I'm spreading it out. Okay. And so I have it on a tray with some grates on it, some crates. So it's like little metal wires that run across to lift it up off the tray. Okay, this will make it cook more evenly on top and on bottom of the bacon. And it will also give me an area to put some water. So I'm going to layer the bottom of this pan with water. So the steam also helps cook the under part of the bacon, as well as keeping the bacon moist so it doesn't dry out or burn. And so it evenly cooks the bacon throughout. So we're going to put all this bacon, thick cut, non-salted bacon. It's about 1 pound of bacon. We're going to use 1 pound of ground beef, and we're using about looks like 2 pounds of sausage. More sausage than anything here, it looks like. All right, so we got all the bacon, just barely fits on here. I got so much bacon, guys. You see this? We completely filled the pan with bacon. And we're going to add a little bit of water to the underneath. You see how it's like a little elevated area? I could lift up the bacon. So we're putting water under there. Not too much, but enough to where it's going to keep everything moist. We want it moist. So we're going to put the bacon on the top because we're going to put the cornbread on the bottom. So that way the bacon has its steam flowing off without necessarily interfering with the cornbread cooking underneath it. Although a little bit of bacon flavoring on the cornbread actually might do good. I wonder if cooking them together is actually going to infuse some of the bacon flavoring into the cornbread. So I'll be curious to see how that flavor kind of comes together there. All right. So now we're going back to washing some veggies. All right. So now we are on washing veggies. So we got some peppers. We're going to wash these peppers now. Just run them over the water. And then you got to break them in half. You could cut it in half, but I really prefer using my bare hands when ripping open vegetables for some reason. It just feels good. And you take out this part. This is the main part with all the little seeds. That's the main thing you want to get rid of in the pepper. There'll be some little seeds remaining. You want to kind of pluck those out and wash them. You want to wash those seeds out. I wonder if you could save those pepper seeds and actually grow a pepper out of your own peppers. I wonder. My mom's going to be starting a garden coming this spring again. She loves growing flowers and stuff, but when she lived in Florida, she'd also grow lots of fruits and vegetables, and I think she's going to get back to that this year. So that'll be cool. I'll be able to actually cook with some of my mom's homemade ingredients coming up soon. All right, guys, so here's another pepper. Wash this. Also, don't forget the little sticker. Sometimes people forget there's a little sticker. Don't forget to take that off. It's kind of gross when you're eating and then all of a sudden there's like a sticker in your mouth. So make sure that doesn't happen. All right. Okay. And we got the peppers washed. So now the peppers are ready to be chopped. We're just going to put them aside for right now while we're finishing. We're going to wash all the veggies and then we're going to chop all the veggies. Next, we have jalapenos. Now, I haven't really cooked with these in a long time. I'm wondering if while I'm touching them, if it's going to burn my hands because these are supposed to be spicy jalapenos. So let's, for this, I don't think I can just break it with my bare hands. I'm actually going to have to cut this. So let's move the camera so y'all can see me chopping some stuff. I'm going to put this over here. Okay. Rinse off the knife. I'm actually going to use a different knife because that was the knife that I used to cut open the pack of bacon. And I don't want to accidentally cross-contaminate anything. All right, we're getting the biggest knife I got. And then the first thing we're going to do is just chop off the top part of the jalapeno. Chop off the top part of the jalapeno. Chop off the top part of the jalapeno. We take off these little top parts here. And we're going to slice it right down the center. Slice it right down the center. Slice it right down the center. Try not to cut your fingers, guys. All right, and then what you got here is you open it up. You open it up right here, and you got some seeds. So this is the part you want to get out. So I'm actually going to take this knife and kind of scoop out that inner part with all the seeds in it. I'll scoop that out. You guys can see that okay? I've never done this before with the jalapenos, but it just seems to come naturally. You'll know what to do. Once you start cooking, if you just go with the flow and you have enough base knowledge of cooking, you'll be able to figure out what to do. Even with the unfamiliar vegetables, you'll be able to figure it out. So you just scoop that out, take out them seeds. Yeah, my hands aren't burning. It's not too spicy. It's not too spicy. Let me try a little bite. Let me try a little bite of this. Oh yeah, it's kind of spicy. That's actually spicy. As soon as oh yeah. Oh, that was spicy. That little bite. Okay. All right. It's spicy as it should be. Yo, what up? Ryder Kanura. What's up? What's up? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, bro. I can barely read because I got my phone in a lunchbox, bro. So let me show you guys what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm using as my phone stand right now. I'm using my lunchbox as the phone stand. And right here is where your chat, I'm reading the chat through this little black netting. So yeah, I'm working with it. We're trying to get this, put this back in here. Boom. My lunchbox is a decent phone stand for now. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. I appreciate y'all watching the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content of me making some chili. We're scooping out some peppers right now, some jalapeno peppers, and they're actually spicy. If you're wondering, are these spicy? Yes, they are. They're not like super uncontrollable spicy, but if you take a bite, you will feel the heat. Okay, we're going to rinse that out. We're scooping out the guts here of the seeds. You don't want no seeds in your food. I got somebody at my door, guys. 1 second. 1 second. We'll be right back. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Did I get you at a bad time?
Yeah, I'm cooking.
I was going to ask you about that.
About what?
About cooking. Do you mind if I come in?
Sure, come on in, but I'm streaming.
No, go ahead.
All right. I got my neighbor coming over, guys. She coming over to ask me about some cooking. You want to be on stream? You want to be on YouTube?
Oh, not the way I look today.
Okay, well, they can hear you at least, so.
Well, I was coming to check on you, see how you're feeling, see how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks.
And that's another thing I wanted to ask you. Do you cook?
I do. I love to cook. I'm streaming myself cooking on YouTube right now.
What are you cooking?
I'm making chili for a chili cook-off for one of my coworkers. I guess there's somebody in need, so we're raising money through cooking chili, and then people get an opportunity to buy some of the chili we make as a donation towards helping out somebody. So it's a good reason to cook something. Plus I like to cook because I like to eat. So I get to eat some of this too.
I could hug you right now, but we'll say that later. I'll explain to you why.
What's that?
I'll explain to you why later.
Okay.
It's I like helping people.
Yeah, me too. I like helping people. I like cooking. So it's a good combination of both of those things right now. Plus, I like to eat. So there's a little bit of a selfish cause too. You know what I'm saying?
You're a man. All men like to eat.
And I'm also making a cornbread right here. So this is the cornbread when I got started.
Wow.
So I had to let it sit for 3 to 4 minutes before I put it in the oven. I think it's been 3 to 4 minutes, so I'm gonna slap it in the oven. I've also got bacon in the oven right now. Let me just show you guys what we got in the oven right here. So I got some bacon And then we got some cornbread all cooking away, doing its thing. Boom. And while that's happening, we're cutting and cleaning the veggies. So far, we've got everything cut and cleaned, and now we're ready to chop. And before we start chopping, we're actually going to get started with the meat. So we got some sausage, we got some beef. Now we're going to start cooking those right here while we're chopping up this. So that way, once the meat's done, we can use the juices of the meat to cook the veggies. It's going to be great. Nice, nice.
I'm impressed.
So how was your holidays? How was your New Year's?
Everything was fine. You have no idea how impressed I am right now. And I am so proud of you. It's like talking to my son. So yeah, I feel like your son. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
you're welcome.
Yeah. Do you have YouTube on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
You subscribe to my YouTube channel?
I'll get that before I leave.
Yeah. I'll write it down for you or something.
Oh, no, wait, just you finish. We'll get it after a while.
I got a pen right there. Give me that pen and that piece of paper.
I can go over and I can go get something.
I'll just write it down. Give me just going whenever you get a chance.
Let me tell you what happened. My laptop was updating,
Mm-hmm.
and I went on there to check my 2 emails. AI deleted both my emails. Completely deleted my emails and my passwords. Can you believe that?
AI did.
Yes, it did.
So you must have had too much information and they were clearing things out. So it's GatWar, GatWarr. But it'll say Gat Warrior as my YouTube name, and it will show like a picture of a gorilla with like a head.
GAT.
Yep, Gat Warrior. That's me.
You know
But
how
it's just
it-
Gat War as the YouTube slash whatever.
What's it gonna have?
It has like a picture of a gorilla with like a headset on.
Okay. You told me to change it up, so I want to make sure.
Yeah. I might change my name to Gat Real Raw, which is Gat Warrior backwards. But I like it because warrior sounds kind of aggressive, but real, raw also describes how I am as well. But it's just the word warrior spelled backwards, real, raw.
You're a man, so I can see that.
Yeah,
Being a warrior.
that's right. Well, Gat Warrior is an acronym that for me and my brother's names. George, my name's George, and my other brothers are Andrew and Tom. It's also a cool slang term for a gun, and then it also is like a bastardization of the word God. Gat Warrior, God Warrior.
Oh.
Warriors of God.
Okay.
But people have taken gat and called it a big butt. They say if they see a girl with a big butt, she's got a gat. They spell it G-Y-A-T, but I was gat before that.
I am 56. I've never heard of that. So.
Yeah, it's new. It's a
What
new.
is this? Is this a herb or something?
I'm not sure what kind of plant this is. Let me see if anybody on.
You have a microwave.
Yeah, let me see if anybody on YouTube knows. Anybody know on YouTube what kind of plant this is? My neighbor's asking about it, and I have no idea. I think it's like a cactus style type plant. Anybody a botanist recognize what type of plant this is? He's like, gat. That's right, bro. You already know.
I have never.
Gat's got the gat in the back, son.
I've never met a guy your age so intelligent. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm different.
How did you become so intelligent?
I was born that way. I
Do you
think.
read a lot?
I read a lot, yeah.
I'm impressed.
But I've always been, so when I was in elementary school, I was gifted, and they were trying to skip me grades and stuff like that. So I've always been, since like 8 years old, I've been smart, I guess.
You're like
But
my
a lot
son.
of good that does me, since
My
I'm
son's
poor.
the same way. He's very intelligent. He
Yeah.
taught himself how to play music instruments.
Yeah, that's one
He's
thing
a
I can't do.
graphics design.
Shoot.
Good thing I was here.
No.
You sure I'm not distracting you?
No, you're fine. You're not distracting me.
I use cast iron skillets too. I like to bake my cornbread.
So right now, what just set off the alarm, guys, was my pan. My pan is setting it off. So let me just put some meat on the pan. Bam.
I'll have you.
Dude, I hate my freaking alarm.
Here, I'll have
I hate my alarm, homie. Just fan this. Watch yourself.
you. I'm just gonna hit you.
I appreciate it. This is the stupidest alarm ever.
Oh, I got you.
It's so dumb, isn't it?
I got you. No, they're like that.
I mean, they're lightsabers, but they go off it's like my password. It never ever stop a criminal from hacking my account. It just prevent me from getting my own account.
Right.
This never saved me from a fire, but it sure as hell is annoying every time I try to cook. I'd like to take it down and move it somewhere else. Right in front of the kitchen, they might as well put it right above the stove.
Well,
What kind of a stupid...
They put it up there. A bigger vent.
Somebody says it looks like a succulent almost, but I know very little. So they say this plant might be a succulent. Somebody says it's a panda plant or a fuzzy canalancho. So I got that on medium right now. That'll be fine. All right, guys. So right now I got the sausage cooking. And one thing I like to do when I cook my meat is cook it with some wine. So I got some red wine. We got Carlo Rossi Burgundy. This is my secret. Now we're not putting enough. We're not trying to get drunk. We're not trying to get drunk. Switch the camera. We're not trying to get drunk, but we're gonna add a little bit of red wine to the red meat. And what this does is it helps reduce the carcinogens. It also, similar to when you add water to the bacon, it helps more evenly cook the meat and prevent carcinogens. Carcinogens are like the little black buildup when food burns that can cause cancer. So to prevent that, we use red wine. So red wine is really good for cooking red meat. And it's not enough to get you drunk, okay? We're not getting drunk off of this meat. Although, I wonder how much red wine I could use to actually get drunk off of meat. That'd be an interesting experiment. Alright, so we got this pack of beef here. We're gonna do the same thing. Open it up. So I started off the pans on high heat to get them real hot. Then I reduced them to medium. Boom. Slap the meat in there. Got the meat in there. Cooking just like this. And I'm going to stir it around here in a second. But first, we're just going to add the red wine as we do. There we go. I need like a GoPro when I'm cooking. Just dump a little red wine in there, just like that, and then take a little sip of red wine. Oh yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a little sip of red wine. You gotta try what you're cooking. Actually, that sip tasted so good, it might just turn into a cup. You want a cup of red wine?
I would love to. I've never had red wine.
You never had red wine? We're gonna get you a cup of red wine.
Don't give me too much.
All right, we're gonna stir this up a little bit. Kind of smash this around so it more evenly cooks. Now, ground beef is one of the riskiest meats to cook because there is the widest surface area of potential bacteria. Okay? So you want to make sure you cook ground beef really well. It's different than steak because steak only has the exterior of the steak exposed to meat, whereas ground beef has had the interior and the exterior exposed to potential bacteria. So you need to make sure ground beef is cooked well because it has the highest risk of potential bacteria. Also, the same goes for sausage, because sausage is essentially ground beef, but in a intestine wrap. So you want to make sure that these are cooked properly, okay? So I've got one spatula I'm going to use for the ground beef, so as to not cross-contaminate, and I've got another spatula I'm going to use for the sausage. And we can see that one side of it's already browning really well. You want to keep an eye on your food and give it a nice little turn. And the sausage will actually take a little longer to cook than anything else. What I'm going to do here though is I'm going to cook it until the red wine dissipates from the pan. Okay, until it's about halfway cooked, I'm going to remove the sausage from the pan and I'm actually going to chop it up. And that will make the sausage easier and quicker to cook. So that's how we'll play that one. Now we've got the sausage, we've got the ground beef, and we've got the cornbread and the bacon. Now I need to be timing my cornbread. It said 15 to 20 minutes on the cornbread. So let's keep track of what time it is. It's 11:58 Mountain Time right now, or Middle Time, Central Time. So I'm gonna have until like I think 12:13 approximately. We'll take it out at 12:13. So now we've got everything cooking. We got stuff on the oven. We've got stuff on the stove. Now we're gonna go back to chopping up our veggies. After we're done chopping up our veggies, we will then add the beans to the pot. Let's go, baby. All right, let's pour up some red wine for me and my neighbor real quick.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
See, by a little bit, is this good?
Just a little bit. And then we're gonna get to chopping up these veggies right here.
Right here, dear.
All right, a little bit.
Now what we're missing is you need to be singing now.
Oh, you be singing and cooking?
Yes. God, I see that. Oh.
I can sing, but I don't know if I can sing and cook. I can sing and play video games.
Oh.
But for the cooking part, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get on that. You're right. You're right. You're right. That is something I can do. I can sing in. All right, here you go. Cheers.
You have no idea what to do. I've been thinking and watching videos and all this, and here I am, you're doing all this.
Yeah.
Is that not amazing how God works?
I've been doing this for years. I've been streaming and making YouTube videos for about 7 years now, approximately. I started in college. I was a video field reporter for my college.
That's
So
sweet.
I wrote articles and I interviewed students and politicians, comedians, athletes, all for my student union newspaper. And I got some videos on YouTube of me singing and interviewing people, and yeah. So and then I started streaming after I got with this girl, and then she left me, and I was really depressed. And then I started playing video games. I started playing this game called Grand Theft Auto 5. I played online, and I met a really good group of people who introduced me to a motorcycle club roleplay. So I was a part of a pretend motorcycle club that helped me get over my depression and have a good group of people to have community with. And I wanted to share that, and I was recruiting people for my motorcycle club on a website called Mixer, and I was streaming right off my Xbox. And what I did was I was giving people $1 million to join my club, and I was just promoting that. I was in-game money, not real life $1 million, but I was giving away in-game money and recruiting people for my club. And so that's where it all started. Was playing Grand Theft Auto and trying to get over my depression and being inspired from what I did in college to being like, well, I can just do that on my own and have fun with it.
Hey, I want to mention something about the wine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I came across a place down in South Alabama that sells everything that comes from Grace Family. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I want to start, getting more wines. And I wasn't sure where to start, and now I'm over here talking with you. I prefer sweet wine, but when it comes to wine...
So did you think that was sweet, that wine you just had?
Well, I just brushed my teeth with coconut toothpaste, and this toothpaste is not going well with this wine, so I can't tell what it...
So it's more of a dry, it's a bitter, it's a burgundy.
It is bitter,
yeah, it's a more of a bitter wine. There's more bitter wines, but that's more on the bitter side, and I do prefer dries and more bitters when it comes to wines. I don't necessarily like the sweet wines too much, and I don't necessarily like white wine. It's really just the red wine that I like. And it's a nice little happy kind of relaxed buzz. You know what I mean? You never see nobody getting violent or angry after drinking red wine. It's always happy or sleepy.
Well, what about when you're preparing like these cuisines and dishes on the stovetop? Which one, does it matter, or is it just a preference with which type of wines?
So it's a preference, what type of wine. You could use a sweeter sangria when cooking red meats.
You know why?
Yeah, you could.
Because
Absolutely.
if I decide I want a glass of it, I'm going to have a glass and be cooking.
Exactly, and that's exactly right.
But thank you. I've never had wine, so thank you for
You've never had wine?
Never have.
So I've loved red wine since my first communion. I was brought up in the Greek Orthodox Church. Actually,
right.
yesterday was Orthodox Christmas on January 7th. It was actually, Orthodox Christmas. And then, every Sunday for communion, we'd go up and, you'd have to kiss the ring on the priest. And then they'd give you like a chunk of bread, like a good, not like a cracker, but like a chunk of like loaf bread. Okay. And they'd have a little, like a deep spoon where they dip into like a chalice. And then the priest would literally feed you the spoon full of red wine. It was like a deep spoon, not like a little teaspoon. It's like and I remember, I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, I like this. This helps church go by a little bit better. And catch a little buzz when I was like probably 7 or 8 years old off a little teaspoon of wine or whatever with a nice helping of bread. And I'm like, okay, this ain't so bad.
Oh, I want to ask you something else. Do you cook with garlic a lot? Garlic's one of my favorites.
So yeah, my mom cooks with garlic a lot. I don't use garlic itself, but I use like garlic powder.
Okay.
But yeah, garlic is something I would cook with for sure. That'd be an ingredient I could use in this chili. But I have garlic powder and chili powder, so it'd just be more for the flavoring.
Okay.
But yeah, garlic is really, really good for you. Super healthy. Lots of antioxidants. Good for your heart.
Yes. I do. I have garlic.
I use oregano, sage, thyme. Those are all ingredients that I use, not just because of the flavor, but because of the health benefits that you can get from those. Because, that's what we're doing, right? When you're eating, it's to improve your health. You want to, your longevity, your energy. It's where you're getting food so you can, for energy.
Yes.
And people don't realize this, but when you're cooking, it's actually an external digestive process. So when you eat food, you're actually taking it into your body and breaking it down, right? So that way it can be used for nutrients and energy. And right now, as I'm chopping up this food and cooking the food, I'm also breaking this food down so it can be used for nutrients and energy. So it's an external digestive process that I'm performing right now.
Okay.
Similar to the way like your stomach acids, break down the food and your intestines absorb the nutrients and your mouth chews the food.
Yes.
Same thing as I'm cooking, I'm basically performing that digestive process externally.
Wow. This is amazing. I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited this is.
Well, I'm glad you stopped by.
Why would you be totally candid? Another reason, me and you're pretty candid with one another.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, I want to see men in their elements and what they enjoy doing. You're showing me what a lot of men like doing. You like to cook, you like to, do your videos and live streams. And just seeing y'all smile and have a good time, that makes me excited and have a good time. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what I'm here for.
And it's relaxing. It's fun. It's relaxing. Learning. Wow.
I'm just chopping up all these veggies, and then once I'm done cooking the meat, I'm going to put the meat off on the side, and I'm going to cook the veggies and the juices that remain from the meat and the wine. So I'm going to capture all the flavor together.
Oh, have you checked the time for the cornbread and the bacon?
Let's see here. We got another about 6 more minutes before the cornbread. And the bacon is not really timed. The bacon is more like eyeballing. I'm just eyeballing to see when it looks kind of the way I'm expecting it to look.
Okay. What I'm impressed is that men actually multitask. Because women, we're born to multitask, especially when we're mothers. So seeing a man that can multitask in the kitchen,
Oh yeah.
that's amazing.
So yeah, one of my first jobs was at McDonald's, and I was a grill cook. So I'd have to, I'd be cooking the meat, I'd be cooking the 10-1, the 4-1, the chicken nuggets, the McChicken, and I'd also have certain values that I had to fill in the shelf, and then the values would change. They would expire at a certain time, so you'd have to cook just enough to where you weren't throwing away too much. And then other jobs I worked at, I was a cook. I worked at Steak and Shake. I've worked at Long John Silver's. So I've worked at a few different restaurants. I've worked at hockey arenas in the concession stands. So I've done a few different jobs where I'm cooking food. So I've had to learn to multitask for those reasons. Let me check right here. Let's check the meat. Speaking of multitasking. Don't alcohol get cooked out with beer and chicken stuff? Yes, the alcohol for the most part will get cooked out. Exactly. It's not going to be enough to make you drunk. We're going to flip the sausage again right here. We're going to let it cook a little bit longer, and then I'm going to chop the sausage up. I'm going to chop it up so it actually cooks a little better. Now we got the ground beef here. Checking this out. GSGG's for life. Food philosophies, bro. Yes. Thrash knows, bro. Thrash is an OG, bro. Appreciate you being here, Thrash. Hope you had a good holidays and Happy New Year's, my man. All right, so we got the meat pretty well cooked right now. So we're actually what I'd like to do is actually season this meat. It's just calling out for seasonings, in my opinion. We were talking about garlic, and I've got some garlic powder. So we're going to add a little garlic powder to the meat.
Garlic salt and garlic powder when you're cooking?
I'm not sure what the difference between garlic salt and garlic powder is, to be honest with you. I'm going to guess the garlic salt has more salt than the garlic powder. Let's see if the garlic powder even contains any salt. Garlic powder. Contains traces of milk, eggs, wheat, and soy. It doesn't give me the ingredients for garlic powder. I'd have to actually Google that, apparently.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Another thing I'd like to do with my meat is a little paprika. Now, we're not going to over-season the meat because I do have chili pack. I do have chili seasoning. And this chili seasoning we're going to be using to season the chili overall. So we're not going to over-season this meat here, but we are going to give it a little bit. We're going to give it some sage. We gave it some garlic. We gave it some pepper. We need a little bit of salt, but not too much because the chili packet is going to have some salt in it. We're going to use oregano as well, oregano leaves. I know I said we're not going to over-season this, but we are going to season this. We are going to season this. And we also got some parsley.
I was looking for parsley.
Boom. So we're going to, and this is all for the health benefits. You know what I'm saying? This seasoning, yes, it has flavor, but also the seasonings also have antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and all the different benefits. And you want to season, and look at that. Look at the little sauce that's kind of forming up. You see the little bit of a roux going on? And that's where we're going to end up cooking the veggies in. This sauce right here. We're going to cook the veggies in here in just a minute. Okay. So now we're actually going to take the sausage. We're going to remove it from the pan. We're going to kill the heat for a second. Actually, we're going to just reduce it to low. We're going to reduce the heat to low while we take this off. And we're going to get to chopping the sausage and then put the sausage back in the pan here. Meanwhile, take a sip of the red wine.
This red wine's calling me.
Oh yeah. All the best in the 2-6, yo. Let's go, Thrash. 2006 is the year for self-improvement.
Amen.
I smoked for 20 years, Thrash. You know I've smoked for 20 years, bro. I quit smoking in November and started vaping. And then just this past beginning of this year, I've also quit vaping. And now I don't have any vices that are controlling my life. I'm trying to think. As I say that, I'm like, do I have any vices? I'm trying any vices I do have, I'm trying to eliminate. So smoking was a big one. I'm not saying that if you smoke you shouldn't, but whatever you feel compelled to do to improve yourself, go ahead and do that this year. Go ahead and do that. I'm telling you, it's okay. You can go ahead and improve yourself now. You know what I'm saying? So what does a gardener do? What does a gardener do to make the plants grow? How can you make a plant grow better? Well, you got to pull the weeds. You got to pull the bad stuff out. So if you don't know what to do, how to improve your life, one way you can improve your life is removing the things from your life that are a detriment. So if it's not making your life better, get it out of your life in 2026. End toxic relationships and entanglements, attachments, different vices. Just try to improve yourself in whatever way you can. I'm not trying to be too preachy about it, but that's how I feel. So, yep.
I've been working on myself, and I'm working from a lot.
All right, now we're going to chop up these sausages. Let's see if I can get this camera angle correct. I might have to chop it up over here. Chop it up right here. I'm making a little bit of a mess in the kitchen right now, but it's to be expected. We'll clean this up in just a bit. So I got the sausage here, and now what we're going to do with the sausage is actually chop it up. I'm going to chop this up so that it cooks more evenly, and also this is how it's going to be in the chili. It's kind of burning my fingers. Let's use one thing to hold it and the other thing to chop it.
What kind of chili do you call this?
This, what am I calling this chili? I'm going to say this is called a meat lover's chili because it has bacon, it has sausage, and it has ground beef. So this is, I'm going to call this a meat lover's chili.
I like that. And men love their meat, so there you go.
That's right. My mom, she makes chili like this, except she'll also use chicken.
Okay.
So my mom would use bacon, sausage, beef, and chicken.
Okay.
But I feel like I don't necessarily, I don't know if everybody is prepared for that combination of meat. Since I'm making this for other people, I feel like I'm just going to keep it the dark meats instead of bringing in the light meat like a chicken.
Well, how does she do her chicken when she uses it?
I think she'd just boil it. My mom would just boil her chicken, and then she'd shred it, and then put it in the chili.
Okay.
And then she'd cook the bacon and the meat and the sausage all together. She'd just cook it all at once.
You're giving me some ideas. Thank you.
And my grandma, her version of chili, she makes a white chicken chili with pinto beans. I think it's like cream cheese, where the sauce is white and she has chicken. And it's actually really, really good, the white chicken chili my grandma makes.
I've heard of that, and I've saw that online, but I never thought I'd want to try it.
Yeah, the white chicken chili is actually delicious. That's one thing I was considering to make today. But because I never made it before, I figured for the first chili cook-off, I'll do the thing that I know I can do well, which is right here. And just looking at the insides of these sausage, they're actually pretty well cooked already. I might not even have to, add these back, but I will. I'm going to add these back just to add a little more
Flavor.
Yeah, just to kind of make a little more crunch or make sure it's cooked properly.
All the seasoning.
So I'm not going to season the sausage here, though. I'm just going to season the ground beef. A lot of times with the sausage, they kind of have a little flavor already. on the inside. Now you could season the sausage like I did with the ground beef, but I'm just gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna keep it on a medium-low heat, a low-medium heat. Also gonna reduce the heat on the meat here, okay? And then now, I'm actually ready to cook the veggies. So I'm gonna remove this meat and put it somewhere else. I'm gonna put this meat in this bowl here just to get it out of the way for the time being. Now this handle is very hot because it's a cast iron pot. So shout out to my grandparents for hooking me up with some kitchen utensils. I got this rubber little glove here. We'll put this on for the first time.
I would think the same thing. Do not touch that without a glove.
Yep. Let's put the glove on. My hand is gloved up. And on the other hand, I got this. Alright. And we're gonna take this and scoop this into there. I'm gonna put that in my phone stand. There we go. Now, scoop this. And try to keep all the juices in the pan because I want to use them juices to cook these veggies.
Oh,
I'm gonna scoop this out.
Another thing I'm impressed with how patient you are. I mean, it's amazing you're patient doing all this.
All right, I gotta check the time too. Make sure that the time is ready to take out the cornbread. All right, so now that we've got the meat taken out, now it's time to add our veggies. So here's our veggies right here. And we're gonna try to put all this in the pan here. It looks like the pan might be a little too small. Maybe this pan's a little bit better after all. Maybe we'll use this pan. So I'll take the sausage out too now, actually. Now that I think about it.
Don't get your cornbread.
Yeah, let me take out this sausage. Check the time on the cornbread. So the cornbread needs to come out right now. We gotta take this cornbread out right now. It needs to come out.
Oh, wow. Golden brown. Just how I like mine. Yes.
The cornbread is perfect, guys.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness, look at this cornbread, guys.
That's beautiful.
And now we're gonna let this rest for a little bit, and then I'm gonna chop this up into 12 little cornbread squares right there. That's my beautiful cornbread.
Yes, it is. Golden brown. Perfect.
Thrash says, I'm putting me first. Let's go, Thrash. That's good to hear, bro. Ain't nobody love you like you can love you.
Amen. Hey, I want to learn how to make golden brown biscuits. That's what I'm working on. Golden brown buttermilk biscuits.
Now I'm gonna add the sausage to the beef. We can mix the sausage and the beef. It's all good. It's all gonna be going into the same chili anyway. Got the sausage. We got the ground beef. Next, we're gonna be pulling out the bacon here in a minute. Next, we're gonna be pulling out the bacon. Okay, so now we got our two pans that are freed up. So now I can add the veggies, finally. You guys ready to add some veggies? Let's go. So here we go. We're bringing the veggies on over. Red Rover, bring veggies on over.
I know she used big chunks of that sausage.
Oh yeah. So that way you can know it's sausage in there because we already have the ground beef. So I want to be able to differentiate between the sausage and the beef.
Okay.
All right, so now we've got all these veggies. My hands are clean. I washed them, I swear. Okay. We're going to take a handful and we're just going to place it in the pan. Take another handful and place it in the pan. Okay. I'm going to fill up this whole pan. Okay, so now it's pretty well full. So now I'm going to use the other pan. We're going to use both pans. Might as well. These pans will make you dance.
I like that.
Use both pans. Might as well. Use what you got.
Yes.
Spread it around. Okay, so now we got the veggies cooking, guys. We are on a roll. What we got going here? We got 2 plates, 2 pans of veggies cooking. We got peppers, onions, mushrooms, jalapenos, all cooking away right now. We're going to increase the heat to about medium. And the next thing I'd like to do is also cover them up if I can. So what I'm going to use to cover them up is aluminum foil. We're going to use aluminum foil to actually create a nice seal around the top of these so that the steam can also help cook these veggies.
Don't forget to turn off the oven.
I still got my bacon in the oven.
Oh, I apologize.
No, you did. But I actually am going to turn off the oven because the bacon is done. So the bacon is done, guys. So we're going to get the bacon out next. All right. Take a little piece of the aluminum foil, like so, and then just cover it. Just gonna cover it, just like this. No big deal. Little aluminum foil, I gotta get more aluminum foil, we're just gonna cover it. Medium heat, aluminum foil covered it. Keep all the juices and all the flavor inside. Consolidated and sealed right there. It's beautiful, it's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
Next, we're taking out the bacon.
It's gonna be yellow brown, crispy.
Alright, let's bacon turned out. Now we're going in. Look at that bacon, guys. I'm telling you.
Wow.
This is how you cook bacon.
Look at that. Yes.
This is how it's done.
There we go. Golden brown crispy.
And all the fat is sitting at the bottom. None of the fat is soaking in the bacon. It's all reduced to the bottom. The bacon is completely evenly cooked. That's what you want to see. This is what you want to see from your bacon. In case you were wondering. That's what you want. Okay, now we're going to chop this bacon up. Alright, so we're going to bring this, Alright, to remove the bacon from the thing, don't use your hands, use some tongs. If you don't have tongs, use a spatula. Just take a bunch of bacon and put it on the cutting tray. Put it on the cutting tray. We're going to chop up this bacon, we're going to add this to the other meats. I'm going to take the bacon and add it to the tray. Bacon, tray.
You don't use the juice when bacon, do you?
No, I do not use the juice from the bacon. It's all fat, trans fat. It's bad for you.
Okay.
Too much fat. So what I'm going to actually do with this bacon fat is I'm going to drain it into a cup, and then I'm going to let the fat harden, and then I'm going to throw it in the trash. You don't want this bacon grease going down your sink,
Yeah,
and you don't necessarily want to pour it outside either because it's bad for the environment. Don't give it to your animals because it's bad for you. It's bad for them.
Right.
Bacon fat, no good. Tell me if you disagree. I want to hear why, but I don't use bacon grease to cook with at all.
I didn't know so much about bacon grease, and that's why I was asking you. I knew
So
bacon
my
grease.
mom used to use the bacon grease. My mom used to keep the bacon grease and cook with it.
Yes.
But my mom also just got surgery for an endarterectomy where she had a plaque build up so much in her neck where it was 90% clogged because of that way of cooking. So
Right.
I'm going to take that and do things a little different. So my
Right.
mom used to cook with lots of using the bacon grease. She thought, oh, your stepdad likes bacon grease and fat, and so she would eat it as well, and so would we. And seeing that she almost had a stroke because of it made me want to be a lot more healthy.
Thank you.
Also, a lot of the reason why I've quit smoking, because I see what's going on. What happened with my mom as you get older, things stop working like they should. You can't take it for granted. And if you want to live longer and be healthier and be around for other people you love and for people that love you,
Yes.
you got to try your best to be healthy and avoid the things that you know are bad.
Amen.
You know,
Yes.
so.
I concur.
So here we go. We're chopping up the bacon now. What's up, Midnight Spidey? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Epicelli, the bacon looks good. One random guy wants some too. Let's go. We're chopping it up right now. Let's see. I'm gonna move the camera angle so y'all can see me chopping up this bacon, son.
I have a question about your bacon.
Okay, go ahead.
Tried or have you considered maybe preparing your own hamburger, like a bacon cheeseburger? Or is that something you don't care for?
Yeah. I make my own hamburgers. I make my own bacon cheeseburgers. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's chop up this bacon right here. Let's take the whole thing and just chop it up into chunks. We don't want it to be too small. We want them to let them know they're eating bacon when they're taking a bite. I say about a half-inch long chunks. Half-inch long chunks.
Okay.
Boom. There we go. This is the bacon all chopped up right there. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. We're making some serious progress with our food right now. Sorry, my camera angle keeps switching. All right, so now we're adding the bacon to the beef. We got the beef, we got the bacon. We're gonna add it all in there. You guys think this would be okay if I brought this to the chili cook-off? Do you think that would be okay to do? Just a whole pot of straight, just nothing but beef? You think this would be okay if I brought this to the chili cook-off? We got ground beef, we got sausage, and we got bacon. Here you go. Where's the beans? Where's the vegetables? Where's the sauce? Don't worry about it. This is all you need. We got an entire pot full of meat, son.
There you go.
You should buy a tripod so you don't have to hold the phone. You're right, bro. I need a GoPro. is really what I need. I need like one of them things on my head.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then if I do that, then how am I going to turn the camera around to talk to you guys?
Yeah.
But you're right. I need to think of something. Have a little tripod, hold it, a little camera
You
thing.
can set a tripod in right here.
You're right. You're right.
Position it.
You're right. There's some ways I can improve, and I appreciate that. That'll be the next thing as soon as I got money for it. Get a tripod so I can set up different camera angles. Or if anything, double stick tape. If I put some double stick tape like right here on the wall, and then I put some double stick tape like on the back of, then I can just put my phone up right on the wall.
That's a great idea.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm gonna use some double stick tape, guys. Just different parts of my kitchen, and then I can just double stick tape. Put my phone here. Put my phone here. Oh, there's my neighbor. She didn't want to be on camera. Sorry. Well, yeah, you can just use double stick tape is what I'm thinking. That's a good idea. You're baking me hungry. He said, do it and get their face if they deny you, LOL. Let's go, bro.
I like that. You baking me hungry.
You're baking me hungry. W comment, Thrash. All right, so next, guys, the most important thing, arguably, when it comes to chili, is the beans.
You're going to need a bigger steer like the one on the stovetop.
So now we're going to add some beans to this pot right here.
Oh, okay.
We're going to turn on the stove top so it gets hot. And I do not have a can opener, guys. So luckily, a lot of these have a little tab. So we're going to pop the tab. And then the beans have like some fluid in them. You guys see all this sauce? Now you guys tell me, do you want that sauce in your chili? Because I don't. I don't need this preservative goop in my chili. So we're going to drain that.
It's gross.
We're going to drain that out.
It looks gross too.
We're going to drain the sauce out of the can of chili. It's all just preservatives and salt and goop and all that. We don't need that. And beyond that, we're not just going to drain this out. We're also going to rinse it.
Yes.
So we're going to fill the can with water
Yes.
and then drain that out.
Yes. That's what I do.
Okay, you rinse out your beans, guys. Best you can. You don't have to get crazy with it, all right? But we are going to rinse our beans out.
I'm going to get you a colander. That's what you need.
I think I have something I can use where you're talking about this right here. So actually what we're going to use is this, guys. We're going to pour our beans in this and we're going to rinse them out in this.
That's your colander.
It's the colander?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're going to pop these cans and we're going to dump them in there. We're going to rinse them all out all at once. Keep it nice and simple. And put it in there. Making a mess. It's getting messy. It's getting very, very messy in my kitchen, guys. I'm going to show you the aftermath. It's going to be great. Getting messy. We're rinsing the beans, okay? Popping some more beans.
Would you prefer to have a can opener or one of those?
No. I use a knife. If I didn't have a can opener, I'd use a knife.
That must be a
We're
guy.
going to drain out the most of it.
That's a guy.
Dump out the rest of it. We're going to rinse it out. Let it drip. So far we got pinto beans. We've got dark red kidney beans. These are called chili beans. We're gonna get some chili beans in here. Drain out a little bit of the major juices. Dump the can in.
I'll send you a maid to clean up after you.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Boom. Chili beans. I'm gonna rinse the beans.
There you go. Use that.
Rinse the beans out, guys. Gotta rinse your beans off. What do you guys think about rinsing your beans? Would you guys rinse your beans? Or you like the juices in the can? Or what? What do you guys say about that? The way I figure it is I got enough juice from the meat and I'm going to use canned diced tomatoes for a lot of the juices.
Yes.
So I don't necessarily need the bean preservatives.
That's not really anything worth thinking.
He says, yeah, rinse. Everybody's saying rinse. So you're making chili for a chili cook-off or just because you wanted chili? I'm making it for a chili cook-off. There's a chili cook-off tomorrow. It's not necessarily a cook-off. It's more like everybody's making chili to raise money for one of our coworkers that are in need. But if y'all don't know, everything is a competition. So whether they know they're in competition, there's a competition, and I'm in a competition. I want to make the best possible chili. I want to raise the most possible money. I want people to eat all my chili. Because why not?
Where's it going to be located?
It's at my job at Home Depot where I work. So it's just the other coworkers are coming in, and for lunch they can choose to donate and get some chili.
I thought it was going to be what do you call it? A community thing.
It is a community thing, but just within my workplace. I don't think it's going to be open for the public or anything like that. Just among the coworkers.
Okay.
We're draining this out. We're rinsing off the beans. Now we've got a whole thing of beans. We've got just as much beans as we got meat. Equal parts beans, equal part meat, and equal part veggies. To be honest, I don't even know if the pot that I have is going to be able to hold all the food. Hey man, your dad works at Home Depot? That's what's up. So I'm a lumber guy. I'm the lumber guy at Home Depot. I cut the wood and drive the trucks and do all the lumber stuff. But I also do everything else too. If anybody asks me to do something, I do it. So whatever. All right, we're dumping these beans into this pot.
You'll know when you get the beans in.
There we go. Oh, that's heavy. That's a lot of beans, guys.
Uh-oh.
That's a hell of a lot of beans, all right?
You may need a larger pot here.
I might need another pot. Now we've got the diced tomatoes. Now this does not have a tab on it. I'm going to show you guys how we deal with that with a knife.
Oh my gosh.
You use the biggest knife you possibly can, and you don't really need to. You can use a smaller knife, but let me show you guys how this is done. Let me make sure you guys see this.
I got it.
You got to see this. In case you didn't know, if you were ever stumped, you're like, how do I open a can? I don't have a can opener like this. Anybody can do this. You just stab one side, and you kind of angle it, and you go across the other side. Try not to cut your fingers.
Yeah.
It's very important to not cut your fingers. It's the most important thing, is to not cut your fingers.
Yes.
Secondarily, you want to open this up, but primarily, do not cut yourself. Also, it's probably better if you have a can opener.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably buy myself a can opener.
That's what I was
Next time I go to the store, I'm going to remember and buy myself a can opener.
You can get those at Dollar Tree.
Yep, everywhere has can openers. So you just kind of, and then once you get about 3/4 of the can cut, kind of take it.
I just one got mine. I apologize.
It's all right, and you just kind of pry it open like that. We got a little bit of splashback. I don't know if you guys saw that on the camera, but there was a little bit of a splash everywhere from me opening this can. But that's okay. I didn't get cut. I didn't get cut, and that's all that matters. Now we're adding this to that. And now I'm using the sense of smell that I have to check on my veggies. Let's check on the veggies now, guys. Look at that.
I have a crock pot if you want to use my
I might actually want to. We'll see how this goes. I might need to. And we're gonna stir up these veggies a little bit. Oh yeah, it's looking good. I think they need a little bit more time. These veggies are actually cooking faster on this pan because there's less of them. I'm actually gonna lower the heat on this pan, but actually these might almost be done too. So these are almost actually done. These might even done now. Let me just try one. Yeah, they're done. That's done right now. So the way I tell it's done is if it's soft. That's what I want. I don't want it mushy, but I want it soft enough. I want it to still hold its form when I squeeze it, but when I put it in my mouth, I want it to almost melt in my mouth. And the deliciousness. Okay? You almost want it to melt in your mouth. So next, we're going to take the little handy dandy, what is this called? An oven mitt?
oven mitt, yes.
Okay. We're going to take this and dump this into the beans, where I just put the tomato sauce. We're going to dump that in there.
You're going to need a crock pot here.
Yeah, I'm going to need a crock pot with all that meat that's going to go in there as well. So I got all these veggies and I got all this meat. It's not going to be able to fit in there. And I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. My neighbor's going to hook me up with a crock pot so I can be able to fit all of these ingredients together. I'll try to scoop up this last little bit of chili. Okay, so now we're going to stir this a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to even have any room for meat with all these ingredients in here. I might have to split up my chili into 2 different pots. Okay, let these beans cook in with the tomatoes. Let's check on these veggies again. And these are looking pretty good too, if I might say so myself, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think these veggies are done. I think the veggies are done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's good right there. Yeah, the veggies are done. We're gonna add the veggies now to the beans. Let everything kind of marinate together. And then we're gonna see if I can try to shove the meat in there. Pause. Come on. Let's see if we can try to add this in here. Gonna let all the juices go in there too. And all the juices from the meat, from the wine, from the veggies. These are the juices we want. We don't want them canned juices. There we go.
You set this right here.
All right.
This is not dirty. It's just stained where I cooked in it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, my pot is completely full. Guys, this pot is completely full. There is no room for meat in this pot. So we're gonna heat up this crock pot here.
I hope this is.
Heat up this crock pot right here. My neighbor just let me. I'm gonna rinse this out real quick just to make sure it's clean.
Yes. Where you gonna put? You gotta make sure you got.
Yeah, I don't have very much room. I'm gonna have to make some.
Wow.
It's all right. It's getting dirty. It's getting messy in my kitchen. Let me show you guys my kitchen right now. This is what we're looking at.
You want me to wipe
It's a
that off?
disaster zone.
You mean wipe that off?
No, it's fine. I got it. Don't worry. Look at this. It's a complete. My sink is full of bean juice, guys. This is all bean juice. It's actually gross. All of this juice could have been bean juice in my chili. We don't want that. All right, we're gonna rinse this out real quick. He says, "Gat's Kitchen, baby, the great potato man. I'm gonna bring tortillas and salsitas, bro. Let's go." You got to be the first taste tester. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna try a bowl. I'm definitely trying a bowl after I'm done cooking this for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, one more thing I almost forgot, guys, and that's actually the chili powder. I literally almost forgot the chili powder. So we're gonna add this chili powder once we put the veggies and beans in the crock pot, and then we're gonna put the meat on top of it. We're gonna sandwich the chili powder in between the two things and stir it together. Random fact, did you know mushrooms are the most closely related to humans than plants? What? Interesting.
Yeah, that is.
Interesting. So out of all the plants, mushrooms are the most closely related. I've seen something where like you can use fungus to as synapses or something, that fungus has some kind of a neural network. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're alluding to? My crock pot does that. White film, what is it? I think it's just drying. I think it's just dry. It's just some kind of dryness.
I wondered that too.
Yeah, I think it's just from dry out. The crock pot gets dry. It's just like ashy skin. Ashy skin. That's really.
I've used a Brillo pad to still
I'm just gonna give it a good wipe. No big deal. Let's put this here.
Oh, I was gonna tell you, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I like cornbread with chili, soup, stews. I like cornbread with a lot of things. Instead of like crackers.
Oh yeah.
I was cornbread.
Cornbread, absolutely. Cornbread over crackers all day. Cornbread over crackers.
I prepare the cornbread myself every day. I make it with almond milk, and I put vanilla protein powder in there, eggs, and it was delicious. And it tasted like a cake of cornbread. You know how they say a cake of cornbread?
I wonder how my cornbread's gonna taste. I'm curious. Hopefully it's not too dry. Maybe I'll add like a little butter on top of it. Should I do that?
Taste it first.
I feel like butter is a good idea. It's a little bit of butter, just kind of.
Butter's always good. Yeah.
I'm gonna paint some butter on my cornbread now that we're talking about it. I'm gonna paint some butter on my cornbread right now. Where's my butter at?
Butter's
I got a little bit of butter here.
good.
I'm gonna. Oh, I almost forgot I have red wine. Cheers.
Red wine.
Oh, you do karaoke?
No, but I can do that.
We should go to the warehouse and do karaoke sometime.
I have done it before. It's fun. I sing at home all the time.
So I'm gonna do with this cornbread here, y'all, is just take this little stick of cornbread, take the stick of butter.
Question. Have
Hold
you
on.
got something to melt it in? If you
No,
do,
I'm gonna just paint it like this.
Okay. If it's still warm enough.
Yeah, just doing one of these.
Okay, it is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I thought it had a big melt.
Just doing one of these on the cornbread right here. Oh yeah. This is gonna set my cornbread off. If I had a little bit of sugar, I might add some brown sugar to this as a secret ingredient. A little sprinkle of sugar, nobody would know, but why does it taste so damn good?
I have some brown sugar. You can have it. I don't even use it.
Okay.
I still have a.
I use brown sugar instead of white sugar. We got the chili boiling. Chili's doing good.
Put that brown sugar in your chili.
I'm thinking, but I kind of want it spicy. So I've used sugar in the past to de-acid my spaghetti.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. What we're gonna do? We're gonna add it to the crock pot here. So we got this crock pot. We gotta clear this area. Look at this, guys.
I hope guys,
look
everything
at this.
fits in there.
Look at this mess. I'm just gonna put it all in the sink for now.
See, I have something nice to say about
My
this.
sink is just a trash can at this point.
When the man prepares all this, the woman should be happily cleaned up after. That's the way it should be.
Hold on, say that again. What'd you just say?
Okay. When a man and woman's together and the man's doing what you're doing in the kitchen,
Yeah.
she should come and say, honey, thank you for this meal. I appreciate all the effort, the time and patience. Now let me clean up after you. That's the way a real woman does.
Hey, that'd be nice, man. That'd be nice.
That's what a real woman does.
See, my brother, he cooks and he has a wife and they both help each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when he's cooking and cleaning. And when she's cooking and cleaning. It's like whoever does one thing does it all, it seems like. But
like with you,
because I made this mess, you know what I mean? So I would feel like guilty having somebody else clean the mess that I made.
Well, what if they helped you?
But yeah, it'd be nice to have some help. But I also take pride in doing this on my own.
Oh.
So I don't feel any type of way if I'm with a partner, if I have a wife or something and I did this and she didn't clean, that's okay. I take pride in cooking and cleaning and I don't necessarily hold it against somebody for helping or not helping. It's fine. All right, so we got the crock pot plugged in. Yo, Limprin OG, hey Gat, how you doing, man? What am I cooking up? Let me show. We got some beans, we got some veggies, we got some chili, and we got some bacon, we got some sausage, and we got some ground beef. This entire pot is filled with bacon, sausage, and ground beef, homie. Do I have a girl? I do not have a girl, bro. I am single as hell, son. I am not even looking, bro. I'm chilling. Like, honestly, my first thing is before I got a girl, I had to get this new place. Now I got this new place. And the next thing I'm thinking before I get a girl, bro, I got to get a new car because my car is fucked. You guys want to see my car? Let me show you guys my car. Let me take you outside real quick. Let me look at my car, bro. I know this maybe is an excuse. Hold on, look at my car, son. Hold on. Let me take you all out. This is my house. This is my outside area. This is my outside of my house. This is my apartment complex. All right, look at my car, bro. That's my car right there. That's my car right there. Hold on, let me take you to my car, bro. This is the problem with my car, bro. Before I get a girl, bro, I can't pick any girl up like this, bro. Hold on. Look at this, bro. Look what happened to my car, son. It looks like it got punched in the eye. So I need to get a new car, bro, before I get a girl, bro, because this shit's embarrassing to me. But I just need one goal at a time, you know what I mean? So I get a new car, probably sometime this year. And then I'm going to focus on trying to get a honey. Because, you know, once you get a girlfriend, you're paying for dates and presents and this and that, and then I won't be able to save money to pay for a car. So that's why I'm going to do that first. And then the next thing. One thing, then the two thing, then the three thing. And we'll see how it goes, bro. But I don't really care, you know. It'll happen when it happens. I've had girls in my life, you know, throughout my life. I'm not insecure or needy. It'll come when it comes, and I'm chilling, bro. I'm happy being single for the time being. All right, so for the crock pot... See what I mean? Dang, oh dang, it looks like the gas is under the car. That's what I'm saying, son. All right, so we're gonna turn the crock pot, I think, to just what, high? We want it to be high? Start it off on high?
When it starts boiling, you turn it down a little.
All right, and then we're gonna put the beef in here. All that meat, son.
It's gonna fit.
Oh man.
I'm beginning to wonder. You may have to use the crock pot and the.
I might have to use everything.
Yeah.
All right, here. Hold the camera for me. You be my camera person.
How do I hold it? Like this?
You can see it.
Like
now
this?
you're looking at me. Look at this way. Can you see me? For your camera?
Yes.
You see me? All right.
Yes.
So keep an eye on me.
Okay.
All right. You're my camera. I got a camera person. Look at this. That works. We're gonna add the chili powder.
Should have been doing this all along.
Yeah, we should have actually. Let's add the chili powder in there. Just dump it all in. It's okay. It's gonna all mix through here in a minute anyway. Dump all that chili powder in there. All right. I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna get a little spoon. Move some stuff out the way. Still kind of hot. Turn off the stove. We're gonna get this thing here, and we're gonna try to dump all this in here. Let me do it in a way where y'all can see it going in.
You're gonna add water to that?
I might. We'll see how much room I have. Let's see. Just dump all the beans and the veggies. Woo! And it just barely fits.
Gosh, you better.
It doesn't really fit, but it barely fits. We're gonna make it fit.
Yeah, hopefully it'll boil down.
It'll
some.
reduce, yeah.
Reduce when the heat starts boiling. Turn it down on low, and put the lid on there and let it simmer.
So now we got. I'd like to stir this up, but I really don't got room to stir, do I? Let's see how the best I can is kind of just go in here and twist it around.
It may not be taking any water, honey.
Yeah, I might just have to. No, I'm just gonna do this and spin it around to stir it. Stir it like I'm using a cake mixer.
I knew I should have purchased a larger
Well, it's because I'm feeding a lot of people, right? Hopefully I'm feeding a lot of people. So I wanted to make sure I made enough where everybody could get some. We got about 3 pounds to 4 pounds of various meat, bacon, sausage, ground beef. We've got 6 cans of beans. We've got 2 peppers, 3 jalapenos, 1 onion.
Well, guess what? You're going to taste it. So when you get a bowl or 2 out there, you'll have plenty of room.
All right. Do you want a bowl right now or do you want to wait a little bit?
No, I said you. I just ate lunch.
Okay.
Thank you.
I also got some cheese. I feel like I need to try a bowl right now.
Yes.
Let's try a bowl right now. It looks like it's about ready for a bowl, guys.
And something else you can do. You can
that way I can make room in here.
Right. Put another bowl in the refrigerator for tomorrow if you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll make some room by making some bowls.
Right, that's what you do.
There's one bowl. Look at that right there, plus some cheese in a second.
Improvise.
Make another bowl for my mom and my stepdad and my grandma. Maybe.
Wait a minute, your neighbor, your friend's coming over. There's a bowl for him too, isn't it?
Boom.
There you go. And you're gonna make.
Sure you don't want a bowl for later? Let me put you a bowl for later. Here's a bowl for you.
I'll definitely take it for later.
A bowl for you for later. That way I'm making some more room in here.
Thank you, dear.
For my stepdaddy right here. I know my mom won't eat none because it has too much meat in it, but
you can add water in there now.
Yeah, now I got room for me, for my stepdad.
Or do you want to add some more cooking oil?
No. Yeah, we'll add a little bit of water, you said, right? Add some water?
Yes, you want water so it will simmer. If you want it to cook a little more. Do you want it to cook a little more?
It doesn't need to, but you're right. We can add some water just to kind of...
Cut it down on low.
Okay.
Make
sure put it to low now?
Yes, because it's cooked already, so you want to let it on low to keep it warm.
Okay. Yes. Well, and I'm not going to be serving it until tomorrow, so it doesn't necessarily need to
be okay. Turn it
so
off.
I'm going to keep it to high just so it can kind of reduce.
Right.
Cook some of the beans, and then I'm just going to turn it to off, basically.
Yes, turn it off.
So you got where's the lid at? Right here. So, boom, and then I'm going to get some cheese. Very important part.
Yes.
The cheese right here.
There you go.
A little bit of cheese. Now we're going to come over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't even have it. I'm still looking at the chili.
That's all right. We have the cheese, and now we're going to come over here to the, let me get this back.
Go, dude.
For the process. Yo, thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
He said he's going to have to eat some. Yeah, so here we go. We're cutting bread real quick and see how this does. We're going to test out everything.
Yes.
I'm going to test it all out right now.
People in the South love our cornbread.
Let's try my cornbread.
Yes.
I might have overcooked it a little bit. It looks a little crunchier on the end than it does in the middle. That's all right. Lesson learned.
That's what it's supposed to be, dear.
Okay.
The ends are always supposed to be crunchy.
Okay, look at this.
Yes.
Nice little piece of cornbread right there. Let me put it in the chili.
There you go.
That's it, guys. It only took me an hour and a half to get it done, but we did it. Now let's try some. Let's try some right now.
Yeah, it's always on the edges are browner, and the inside is just like a cake.
Let's bring this over. Let's sit down and have a bite. Whew.
I'm ready to see your reaction.
All right. I'm going to get my red wine to sit down and have some of this chili. One thing I don't have is some hot sauce. I wish I would have had some hot sauce. I'm thinking tomorrow at the chili cook-off, people are going to bring hot sauce. So that'll make up for me not having some.
I don't need hot sauce, but I'm not a hot sauce person.
All right, guys. There's the chili. Let's try this out. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Mmm.
Okay, describe to us what it tastes like.
So I can taste the bacon in the first bite. Second bite, I got a piece of sausage.
What's the spices you're tasting? Don't eat too fast. It's not good for your digestive.
Everybody tells me not to eat too fast.
That's a guy thing. I understand. Guys do that.
It tastes perfect. I don't know how else to describe it. This is perfect chili.
Wow.
It's the best chili I've ever had.
Wow.
All the veggies. And some pepper and onion right there. A little mushroom, some beans. The bean isn't like, it's perfectly cooked, because sometimes you cook beans too much and it gets mushy.
Yes.
I like it to have a little bit of a bite to it.
Well, you
Where you can feel that it's a bean in your mouth.
the mushrooms, I've been wanting to try mushrooms. Now I know when I prepare mine, I'm going to try mushrooms.
The cornbread is perfect.
Told you. Yep.
The cornbread is perfect.
I could tell. I'm a cornbread. I baked cornbread. I said, I could tell it was perfect.
The cornbread is completely perfect. The first time I've ever made cornbread, guys, and it's completely perfect.
You know what the key is to baking? You got to know your oven. And I'm going to tell you why, guys and girls. All ovens cook on different temperatures. So you have to know your oven. You got to learn that oven. You know, gas also cooks different from electric. So you have to learn that as you're maneuvering around the kitchen and you're cooking and you're preparing and baking. It's trial and error.
That's right. You know, Midnight Spetty says you might have to cook some more for your family sometimes. Yeah, I went over to my mom's house last night. I didn't stream this, but I cooked for my mom asparagus, sweet potato French fries, black beans, and fish. And I made my stepdad chicken because he doesn't like fish. So I'm cooking for my family all the time. I'm cooking for my family all the time for sure.
How did you prepare the fish?
On a skillet with some butter. I just made it on a skillet with some butter.
Okay.
But sometimes I'll bake fish too.
No, I didn't know if you were baking it or frying it.
It's just that when I bake the fish, I make it dry, and it tends to dry out.
Yes.
Fish dries out really, really easily when you bake it.
And it don't take long to bake it. You got to be careful with baking fish. You can actually, what do you call that? And the word starts with an S. But you can do that to the fish, and it's no good. And it gets tough. You'll be like, oh gosh, you're using just use a little bit of olive oil and some cinnamon, and some lemon juice.
Yo, Midnight Spidey says, I want to be your neighbor. Come on over, Spidey.
Yeah.
Come down and move to Alabama, bro. I'm in Alabama.
Where's he from?
And where are you all from? Where's everybody from in the chat? Where are you from, Spidey? Yeah, this chili is very filling. This is a very, very filling chili.
What did the butter make the cornbread taste like for you?
It helped moisten the top of it. The butter just kind of helped moisten it. Not as dry.
Okay, I was going to give you a suggestion on something else later on, and it's not going to go with chili. You can also, there's recipes you're going to prepare. You can use honey butter.
Oh, honey butter.
And
yeah.
Honey and butter, yes. I use honey butter on everything.
Honey butter would be great.
It's healthy. You know, the honey, here in this local honey, yes. Yes.
So you don't mind if I borrow that crock pot and
as
bring it
long
back?
as you need it. Keep it as long as you need it.
I'm just going to use it for the cook-off tomorrow
fine.
to keep it hot and heat it back up.
That's fine, dear. Bring it
Thank
back
you very much.
when you're available. I'm in no hurry for it. Bring it back when you're available. I would offer it to you, but it's not large enough because you need a larger one. And as much cooking as you do, and you cook for a lot of people, and it's just me, and I don't cook a lot for just for me. So I'm saying, if it was a larger crock pot, I'd say keep it.
And look at this piece of sausage, a little blessing of a little piece of sausage, and it's like a little treat.
What kind of sausage is that you use?
I think I just use bratwurst.
Okay, that's a guy thing. My son loves bratwurst. Hopefully, I won't taste that. With the chili, I'm sure I won't even notice it's bratwurst because I don't like bratwurst.
No, you don't?
But I'm sure with the way you prepared it, I won't even notice that. The reason I say that is I don't like.
There's a nice little piece of bacon right there. A little cut piece of bacon and a piece of sausage.
Oh, see, I've never had bacon and chili. This is going to be something new. Is this a guy thing?
Oh, yeah. Well, my mom did it, so I mean, she did it for my stepdad because he likes bacon and everything.
But what I'm saying is a lot of men, when they prepare chili, they like to put bacon in their chili. Okay, I learned something new today about this.
You're in a neighborhood called Joyner Loop. What state is that? You want some tea? I got red wine right here.
Where's Joyner Loop at? He wants some sweet tea.
I want some sweet tea too, bro. Actually, that sounds good. I might have to go back to the store.
We like our sweet tea. Guess how I sweeten mine? With honey.
You sweeten your tea with honey?
Yes, I did
Okay.
this the first
And lemon?
time the other day, and I loved it. The honey, I don't use nothing but honey now. It works.
Guys, I'm getting stuffed. I'm like sweating.
I was wondering,
I'm sweating from this chili right now. It's so good and filling and hot, and it's perfect.
where was he from now? Did he say what state?
He says he's in Arkansas.
He's southern,
Mhm.
southern state. He's not far from here. They get snow though.
Is it snowing for you right now? Because for me, bro, it's hot outside.
Yeah,
It does not feel like winter at all.
it's spring here and storms coming in.
Am I going to stream Arcade? Yes. Yeah, I've got to go hunt. I got to go farm snowballs. And we got to hunt a bastion and kill it with some snowballs. We got to hunt Ark to upgrade my workbench. And then we'll do some toxic exfil camping in Stella Montes, obviously. Oh, it's not snowing there either? No. It's weird, bro. It's like they turned up the heat in the country. It's like, when's the snow going to start? I want it to hurry up so it can get over with.
We don't want no snow here. I don't.
Well,
Look, if I knew how to snow ski, I'd be fine.
would it be weird if it didn't snow at all this year? I think it'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I hope it don't, and I don't want it back down in the You wasn't here when it was 14 degrees. Where were you when it was 12, 14?
I was here. I've been here for 2 years.
Oh, so you was up Skyline.
I was up the mountain, and it got snowy, and they shut everything down.
Yeah, and you live on that mountain. You can't come down that mountain. Wow. How many followers do you have, George?
I have 1,926 subscribers on YouTube.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I like that.
Working on my way up to 2,000.
Well, I'll be one of your new followers, so maybe I can spread the word for you.
Thank you.
I like watching guys in their elements. Like if a guy's cooking, and then if a guy wants to do like of his own, where he's working on a vintage car, restoring a vehicle, that's unique. Guys, use your imagination. Whatever you like doing, take and stream it.
Oh my God. He says, remember when you get 1 million. I hope so, bro. My goal this year is to get to 5,000. I think this year, if I play all my cards right and I do my best, and I keep doing cooking streams, I do some workout streams, I keep doing gaming content, I do some podcast streams with my brothers, I think realistically, I can hit 5,000 this year. I got 2,000 this year. So I've only been streaming or being active on YouTube for about 1 year. I went from 200 subscribers to 2,000 in about a year. So I think if I just keep on what I'm doing and add some more things, I can do that same thing again plus some. That's the goal. But it's all for fun. No worries. Just a little hobby. And it's encouraging and inspires me to, show you guys what I'm already doing. And it makes what I'm already doing more fun. Like I already like cooking, but it's good. It's enjoyable to share what I like doing. And it makes it more fun for me. So what else? My neighbor was saying I should do some karaoke streams. It's another thing I like to do. So I have a lot of things that I like to do that I can share online. So that's what we're going to keep doing. I might be changing my name from Gat Warrior to Gat Real Raw. I might change my name to that, which is just Gat Warrior backwards. Warrior backwards is Real Raw. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of like that. I'm real. I'm raw. And it still has Warrior in it. And then also I might change my little gorilla image to a picture of me rather than a cartoon gorilla.
That's it.
Just brainstorming stuff. We'll see what actually ends up happening. But yeah, that's all I got for now, guys. We successfully made chili, cornbread, and I ate it. And I'm stuffed, and I feel like I can take a nap. I got to clean up my kitchen. Let me show. I'm not going to stream this. I'm not going to put you guys through that. But I got to clean my damn kitchen, man. Look at this. Holy just trash and dishes. And there's stuff all over the countertops. And yeah, so I got a little bit. It's going to take me a little bit to clean all this up. Chilly, and it made me hot and sweaty. So I'll clean up
and then I'll be back on. Give me about an hour and a half, and we'll be on for some gaming. And we'll be streaming tonight till about probably 8 p.m. I won't be on too late tonight because I got to be up at like 5 a.m. tomorrow. So tonight will be a little bit of an earlier night, but we're still going to make some stuff happen. Put foil on your dad's bowl. You're right. Yep, I'm going to foil it up, wrap it up for him. Yo, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the love. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out. Much love. See ya.
You know what? I want to compliment you. You have inspired me